She disappeared without a trace. Did she ever marry? Oh, what's his face? I made a point to burn all of the photographs. She went away and then I took a different path.
Fine.
Little do you know how I'm breaking while you fall asleep. Little do you know I'm still haunted by the memory. Little do you know I'm trying to pick myself up piece by piece. Little do you know I need a little more time. Underneath it all, I'm held captive by the hole inside.
Okay. Well, I said I would I talk more because Ghosty Toasty recommended that I talk more in some of my videos just to make it a little bit more entertaining and that you don't have to read the chat all the time. But I just find it difficult to commentate and like think and write at the same time, so I generally don't. But the other thing I wanted to talk about was that, all right.
Little do you know, I know you're hurting while I'm sound asleep.
Whoa.
Trying to make it better piece by piece. Little do you know I love you till the sun dies away.
So, okay, so as I said before, wow, everyone has such good relationships. I admire like aesthetically pleasing things, beautiful things, and I think one thing of beauty of art is just a good relationship. And I always loved there's a slang term for it called just eating dog food. Interesting. When the room gets crowded though, I don't know who to talk to because I get a little I will admit I get a little awkward. Oh, Lilen must be Ray's husband because I saw that on the chat. Wow, very cool. Man, this is I don't know how everyone is related, but it is adorable. Okay, so the term is called eating dog food. Wow, everyone's so enthusiastic. It's awesome. I'm trying to think. Yeah, sweet. I think okay. The video thing is always a hit or miss because if you ask, some people just like they don't want to talk as much. And cool. Yeah, because like they all seem to know each other. My computer is about to get very, very, very laggy. Good music too. Man, this like the one thing I always liked about World is that it's just such a cozy chat room. You can see avatars, people can do actions. VR chat's interesting because it's all voice, which you know, voice is its own thing. Wow. So interesting. Okay, I will admit though. I will admit though, I get a little awkward when the group gets too big because I don't know who to talk to. I'm really a one-on-one person. B movies, spaghetti westerns, interesting, interesting. Yeah, because Rae and Mark, they said they went to a movie together, which is pretty cool. Or Rae and Lilen. I'm gonna have to search that up because I have no idea what half these topics are. I know Dose in the Shelf, but I've never watched it. Also, Ray's music is not like necessarily my style, but it's pretty good. Dragon Ball Evolution. Whoa. Yeah. Good grief. I don't know how to hold a conversation with all these people. Really cool of Mark though, he gave me an avatar. Man, what a popular room. How many people are online? 23 people. Frick. And I haven't even met with Cal in them yet.
Loving and fighting, accusing, denying. I can't imagine a world with you gone. The joy and the chaos, the demons were made up. I'd be so lost if you left me alone. You locked yourself in the bathroom, lying on the floor when I break through. I pull you in to feel your heart.
Whoa, what? Oh. Yeah, the text bubbles aren't necessarily aligning. I don't know how to, Whoa. Jeez, popping off in here. Wow, everyone knows each other. Man, I'm so glad I picked this table dresser. Otherwise, I don't think there'd be otherwise, I don't think there would be space. Plus, it's just awkward for a lamp to be put in this place. Okay. Sorry, I'm not talking a lot because I'm trying to think of what to type. Do I have background music or is that? I think that's the song itself. Okay, I get really self-conscious with music, especially around large groups of people, unless someone else DJs. So I'm not gonna do music. But there's the reason why I asked Mark why he was a weeb is because I do a lot of reading. I don't know whether I've graduated from weebiness, I guess, because you know weebs watch anime. Like I really love See Possibility Putting Control, the Erased series, Steins Gate. One Punch Man was pretty good, Mob Psycho 100, but I like my own style. One Outs. Then I moved on to like manga, right? Kurokochi, Jisei Ritose, which is like the French Journey to the Center of the Earth. You've got Fushigi na Shonen, which I always highly recommend. New one was interesting, and some various other ones like Mashita-kun, Dokko, Bakido, which is some of the fighting manga. Tang, right? Then you go to the Korean manhwas, the Chinese manhwas. So Korean manhwas would be like the Volcanic Age, the Great Magician. The Returner's Magic should be special. Then I moved on to Korean webtoons as well. So you have the Guardians of the Video Game, Subtle Disaster, Purple Heart, the Brooklynites, the Journeys of Zaizan, I think. Subtle Disaster, Duty After School, and Anna Sumara. Anna Sumara is one of my first. Wow. Sorry. When I talk, I just can't read chat at the same time. Okay. Well, I'll let them keep talking because it's like I don't really want to intrude in the conversation. I just like to make the conversation happen. But yeah, why was I talking about webtoons? Yeah, because I want to talk about Subtle Disaster because they were talking about films, which is then about to rock. Like I said, I ramble a little bit. That's why I was worried about talking and commentating. I'd rather just chat, read, chat, but you know it's not engaging when you don't have someone talking, even though there's music. So wow, Elivil does have these as well. Crazy. Wow, a lot of artists. I feel bad everyone's online. I'm technically recording this thing, but you know. Yeah, so I read the web novels. I watch everything. Oh. Okay, I gotta find. There's a title. There's two of them. There's the there was a famous dictionary anime that came out that was interesting. Wait, what? Rae made the cat boy. The reason why I say that is because I associate that avatar with Mars, and then oh, okay, no, it's not. Cool. So, Way of the House, Goku Way of the House Husband is also very similar to, whatchamacallit, Mashida-kun. If you like Mashida-kun, then you go to Komi, Komi, Komi-san. I think it's Komi-san. Yeah, Komi-san. Mashida-kun's pretty famous. There's another one that's very similar to Mashida-kun. The Sakamura. And then if you really like that series, you also like... or Sakamoto, and then the original one that's very, very similar is Saki K. But yeah. There was one that I really, really, really liked. So there's two I'm thinking about. There's the cat one, the salaryman and his cat, which is adorable. And then there's the other romantic one that if I could find the title, I will. I'll probably put a link to it below, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find it at the moment, especially since, you know, you gotta keep a conversation going. Okay, yeah, sorry. So chat and then thinking, chat and then thinking. Man, I've got to get used to this commentating thing. It's not that easy. Oh, very nice. Studio Ghibli is always really great. What's the director's name? Makai Shinkoto. I'm gonna butcher his name. Makoto Shinkai. Trying to get her to watch Cowboy Bebop, Neon Genesis Evangelion, but we both like Rosario Vampire, Attack on Titan, Naruto, and Boruto. Jesus, can't type fast enough. I'll be ready for that. Who's Vash again? Vash Stampede. A Trigun is what I'm thinking. Pokemon, Oran, Host Club, Fruit Basket. What's the last one? And then Yeah, so some of my first anime is Fairy Tail, Pokemon, Iran Host Club, Fruit Basket, and there's another one on Google which was good grief. My computer can't take it. Yo, my computer. My poor, poor, poor computer. It's dying. Okay. Okay. So many titles to pull up. This is why I like after video editing because it's so difficult. Oh, it's gonna be under that bookmark tag. Oh, I'll have to make a note of that later. So there's 3 or 4 I'm looking for. Whoa. Good grief. Okay, so yeah, so there's the Netflix anime that I mentioned. It was like Kotaro, the mind reading anime, which then reminds me of the mind reading manga. Very similar to Komi-chan. At the same time, released at the same time as that. The Salaryman and his cat, which is very similar to Way of the House Husband. There's a romantic one, is like Gokfu, something like that. That was released at the same time. So yeah, I'm trying to think anime. Okay, so interesting taste, interesting taste, interesting tastes. Yeah, so yeah, in chat especially, it's always better to let other people speak. I like listening and reading, because I know when I get talkative, I can't pay attention to anyone else. It's just very hard for me to talk and listen. So generally, I choose listening over talking. Wow. Yeah. Also, Rae's a pretty big animal person. Okay, I'm gonna mute Bill Works because as great of a musician as he is, there's other pieces of music I like to listen to, and I don't want to offend anyone with my music anyway. Ooh, 21 Pilots is maybe not the music to play. Screw it. Okay, I'll just mute the music and hopefully I don't get copyright strike. Fingers tied. more appropriate music because I don't want to get I don't want to get a copyright strike. Even if it's 21 Pilots. I love their music though, so I'm kind of sad that I can't play that. So I'll play some other ones. But yeah, I do like 21 Pilots. We'll play this one because it's thematic. Wow.
Late in the night, hearing fights outside. Can't close my eyes cause it's making me wonder why. Dreaming of how it felt complete. A picture framed up of a family I barely see. I'll never see again. I know it's hard to move on, but love isn't easy, I know. People get hurt over time, but they still try to stay. The more that I see all the pieces apart, I realize how love makes me up. Away from the kid that I used to be, thinking that everything had to be complete. My parents aren't perfect, they're just like me. So as you pack your bags, I'll pack mine too, and move on from 15.
I can't commentate and then think about music. Too much to think about.
Back to December of 2013. Vacations of family, love so sweet, I was 9. A world was a fairy tale, soon turned to dust. And all that is left of me now is the rest of the memories. They'll stay in me forever. But all of the pain and the harm only made me become the girl so different and stronger than how she was once. The more that I see all the pieces apart, I realize how love
It's a very controversial opinion, but the fact is, you know, like as you get older, the things you've done and have done accumulate more and more. You've gained more experiences. Even for a young person, a teenager, high schooler, or a college student, you get to do so much things in your life. The longer you've lived, the more things you can do and you've been able to do, right? And I think that's why I find aging so exciting. Because if you have the potential and the will to go for it, and you have the resources, then life is open to you. It may not be easy, but life is open to you. I don't know. I'm gonna type that in.
The more that I see all the pieces apart, I realize how love raised me up. Away from the kid that I used to be, thinking that everything had to be complete. My parents aren't perfect, they're just like me. So as you pack your bags, I'll pack mine too.
Yeah, she's got some nice long hair, and you know that she's a bad chick. All the boys stare, can't help it, it's a habit. Clothes that she wears,
Yeah.
skirt and jacket. I just wanna get her all alone on a mattress. I just wanna have it.
Yes, xDemonKiller said, too much to do, too little time to do so. And I responded, that's what makes it exciting, right? I remember a quote that goes, on the Final Frontier that says, there's a very pessimistic quote that goes, too young to explore the world, but too old to explore the world, because, you know, it's already been explored by Columbus, Visaccio, who's the G guy that discovered Guam, and then but too old to explore or too young to explore space, because you know space exploration's in its infancy. Okay, sometimes I feel like I don't want to give too much personal information. I was gonna say some things, but sometimes I feel like just interrupting chat, especially when it's already popping off and it's so active. You just kind of want the conversation to flow naturally, because it's not your conversation. So they're talking about aging. Okay, now the conversation died out. That's when you hop in. That's called listening and talking at the same time. Interesting. So yeah, I think it's great that I could commentate, because I could also include my own opinion while they're chatting. Sorry, I need to change an FX even though it's thick. Iced tea, iced tea has to have ice in it. Milk, soy milk, vanilla soy milk's great. Milk tea, root beer, lemonade, Arnold Palmer. I don't know why, but I learned iced milk is an interesting flavor. Milkshakes. Root beer it generally has to be more on the natural side, and lemonade more on the natural side, not the Minute Maid stuff, but more pure. Lime is meh. Non-alcoholic margarita or just the lime juice mix is pretty good. Matcha, self-made milk tea with Earl Grey and brown sugar is pretty interesting. Tissue paper knees, weak joints from my mother's back joints, busted back, grandmother versus the stuff on the shoulder, crash into a train of Okay, if I were to respond to Lilen, it'd be possible brain trauma from sports, concussions, weak joints. That's a pretty classic thing. Shaking hands, theoretically from arthritis. My grandparents, grandma specifically, has shaking hands. My father's side has bad joints as well. My father's side, I think, yeah, father's side has Alzheimer's. I'm not sure. And then flat feet. I think and then one of my siblings has bad feet as well, and then another one of my siblings has scoliosis. So yeah, everyone has their own things. Fascinating. So everyone's listing some alcoholic drinks, some cool. See, so this is how you spark a conversation. So yeah, I'm slowly learning the art of chatting, right? Which is let people talk and then you insert your own. And then if you want, you can even commentate over it while they're talking, which is great. Fascinating. So when the conversation dies down, that's when you throw another question.
You could see the look in her eyes, the wolf or the sheep as a perfect disguise, and she can't believe that she fell for his lies. He promised forever, but she never knew the price.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
He promised forever, but she never knew the price.
Green tea, red tea, black tea. Generally mine. Red and black is the same thing. And milk tea. Ooh, Peter Pan was right. Blue cohosh. Ah, too much to read, too much to think, too much to commentate. Hey, hot chocolate. What is it?
I guess Peter Pan was right. Growing up's a wasted time. So I think I'll fly away. Set a course for brighter days. Find the second star I'm soar. And then straight on to the more. And I know that I'll be fine. 'Cause I know Peter Pan was right.
I guess Peter Pan was right. Growing up's a wasted time. So I think I'll fly away. Set a course for brighter days.
I don't think Demon talked, did he? Valor and Road. Ah. Cool.
I guess Peter Pan was right. Growing up's a wasted time. So I think I'll fly away. Set a course for brighter days. Find the second star I'm soar. And then straight on to the north.
Oh, I love root beer.
I guess Peter Pan was right, growing up so wasted time. So I think I'll fly away, set a course for brighter days. Find the second star, I'm soar, and then straight on to the more. And I know that I'll be fine, 'cause I know Peter Pan was right.
So yeah, that's how you converse, and then you slowly go one by one, I guess. It's so difficult because it's hard to hold a conversation with so many people. Oh, we have some root beer in the fridge and I've been drinking it. I think it was in Parker's Perfect Pizzas. Root beer was a very powerful symbolism. You know how businessmen drink beer because that's one of the easiest ways to smooth up a conversation? In Parker's Perfect Pizzas, they actually drank root beer. So that's why beer is such a work drink. Beer and alcohol is generally just a drink for parties and work because it helps smooth conversations and yeah, see, definitely, I always have a problem with talking too much because I always engage one-on-one, so it's like there, this, that, boom, bam, and whatever. Yeah.
I guess Peter Pan was right, growing up so wasted time. So I think I'll fly away, set a course for brighter days. Find the second star, I'm soaring, then straight on to the more. And I know that I'll be fine, 'cause I know Peter Pan was right.
Okay, I'm just going to address the elephant in the room as I start.
Oh, whoops, this is sorry, Tom Scott. I'm playing my own playlist, so. Go to the moon? I'm sorry.
Know that we're bleeding, broken and scarred. Thought we were finished, and yet here we are. Stuck
Yeah,
in the
definitely. I'm gonna pull my own. Too old to get the memes, too young to get the reference.
despite what we
That's a pretty good neutral position, to be honest with you.
sometimes don't it make you wonder, darling, when will it come to an end? 'Cause the price we paid left a mark that stains, and I don't think I'll ever be the same. We might have kept the black and bay, but all around it still remains. Lord only knows forever.
I'm glad everyone's conversing, or everyone's at least being slightly engaged. Sad demon life. So this is what they call eating dog food.
Tomorrow don't mean much. In the waters we wade, secrets are waiting for me when I get to my grave. 'Cause the price
Okay, I just got an awesome idea. I gotta create an item called 2 pounds of oranges, and I gotta start giving it to people. If I had this item called 2 pounds of oranges, I'm gonna give it to Lilin.
we might have kept a black and white.
Yeah.
But all around it still remains. God only knows forevermore. Horizons old for us and stars. Looks like there's no way around. But I know I tried somehow. At least it's all gone quiet for now.
High above the mucky muck castle made of clouds, there sits Wonder Boy sitting oh so proudly. Not much
I don't know how to respond to Elivil because his conversation is interesting. Let's put it that way. Oh, I'm
And in 2020, campus students received over $157 million in scholarships. See what scholarships you
fascinating. Oh no, this is 21 Pilots. I can't do that. Well, if I'm not speaking, I can put on 21 Pilots, but I'm like kind of I don't want to fight the copyrights. Awesome. Man, okay. Do I? No, you know what? Screw it. I'll put it on. No, I can't. No, I'm gonna get in trouble so much. Boulevard of Broken Dreams. I can't put on House of Gold because that's I'll do Paper Crown next. Huh? Conversations stopped a little. Let's talk about it. What was I gonna say?
I walk a lonely road, the only one that I
Ah.
ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me and I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk up. My shadow's only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone up there will find me. Till then I walk alone.
I don't like giving investing advice. I think giving investing advice is a terrible thing to do. It's my personal opinion. I don't give it. Plus, I'm not even that good of an investor anyway. But I know a couple people who are decently good at investing. It's better than letting assets depreciate or do bank interest. I mean, if I were to do any type of investing, it'd either just be bond, something long term. I don't like economic financial vehicles. Maybe blue chip, but as I said, I don't want to give financial investing thing. What? Dogecoin. Woo. Yeah, I'm looking at the graphs right now, and it really peaks around January. It hit a high of 8.08 cents, now 0.76. But if you got in before January, man, you have made a killing. 300% or 3,000%. So yeah, even if it wasn't Bitcoin, you could have made a killing. Oh, conversation's gone. So what do I know about cryptocurrency? I know Ethereum, Bitcoin, Doge. Those are like I think the top three. There's a couple other ones. Oh, is my microphone muted? No, it's not.
Late in the night, hearing fights outside. Can't close my eyes 'cause it's making me wonder why.
Oh, this is still my music. This is not Cause yeah, I was thinking, why is this music like fit so well? Because it's not their music. Man, they must all know each other pretty well. Cause I know Bodyk is in their group. I think Bodyk is like probably the oldest in the group. No. Oh, okay. Then I'm thinking of two different Bodyk. When I think Snake, I instantly think of Shrek stuff. It's just one of the things I wanted to remember when I was younger, and I've kept my promise to my younger self that my younger self said, "You're gonna forget things, and one day you're not gonna remember. One day you're gonna forget a lot of things. There's a lot of memories you're gonna forget, and there's certain days and certain terms and certain words you're just gonna want to remember. And one of those words I want you to remember, future me, is am isotropic friction, Shrek stuff. I don't know why younger me wanted to do it, but it was one of the promises that younger me wanted future me to make, which is current me, and even long to the future. And for whatever reason, for whatever decision younger me made that decision, my brain has continually renewed that term am isotropic friction whenever snakes are mentioned. Shrek stuff. Mark of Shame. Yeah, a lot of their songs are not. cool. I'm so thankful that they mentioned the some of the references of Halo and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my music. As great as their music is, dang. Nope, I still can't play 21 Pilots, even though like it'd be so appropriate in my opinion. Let's do Wolf and the Sheep because they always talk about aging. It's a good song. And I'm gonna. Oh no, commercial! Let's get that out of here.
Everybody has to get older. Even Jenny. She's just
SL? What is SL?
young and naive. She wants to find a way to be endless.
Ah.
Fight the science in defiance and be timeless. Silly little girl who tried to live forever. To live forever, gave away her soul to buy a bit of pleasure. Oh, the bitter pleasure. Wicked little boy who tried to steal her treasure. For the bitter pleasure. Now the curse forever. Cursed together. And if you could see the look in her eyes, the wolf wore the sheep as a perfect disguise. And she can't believe that she fell for his lies. He promised forever, but she never knew the price. He promised forever, but she never knew the price. He promised forever, but she never knew the price. And as she got a little bit older,
I'll let them keep talking. They seem pretty cool. Ray's done drawing now, so she's gonna full on typing. Needler, right? Oh, they're talking about Halo 2. The only one I did was the Microsoft Surface game. Man, they're throwing stuff way out my window. Way out my window. To be honest, though, I never really played shooting games.
Sheep as a perfect disguise, and she can't believe that she fell for his lies. He promised forever, but she never knew the price. He promised forever, but she never knew the price. He promised forever, but she never knew the price.
I guess Peter Pan was right. Growing up so wasted time. So I think I'll fly away. Set a course for brighter days. Find the second star, I'm soaring. Then straight on to the more. Then I know that I'll be fine. 'Cause I know Peter Pan was right.
Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I spend most of my time in the library reading books, so I didn't really experience the joys of video games, and like that type of gaming friendship that a lot of people had. But I really enjoyed my books, a lot of experiences. Yeah, I don't want to interrupt their very nice conversation that they're having. So I'm not going to mention my background in the books. As I said, especially when you're conversing and asking slash interviewing, you want people to talk about themselves. They're not there here to talk about you. They're here to talk about themselves, right? Dale Carnegie once said, the thing that most people like to do is not to listen to others talk. It's to let themselves tell their own story and tell their own experiences. So you gotta either get used to listening to people and enjoying other people's thoughts, or you gotta be doing something differently. You gotta be doing something so amazing that people want to listen to what you have to say. Okay, let's see what's on my music list, because I'm pretty sure I'm re-looping some of this. Paper Crown? Yeah, Paper Crown. Oh, I gotta put on Minecraft. I'll let it run after Paper Crown. I want to give you guys all some nostalgia here for some people, especially with a little bit not the World crew. Whoa, Super Demon Killer still here.
She can never look back. The story of a queen whose castle has fallen to the sea. So make it out. But she's never the same. She's looking down at the scars that remain.
I'm very flattered that they think it's gonna be famous. I don't know. People associate YouTube videos with just being famous. I personally think it's just leaving a mark in history, or just being in a video is like being in a video is just like being a part of something, like just leaving a legacy, as they call it. Okay, how long do I plan to do this? Oh, I gotta go in 20 minutes max. Shoot. Whew. When all she is and never was is compromised. Cause there's no one to love her when you build your walls too high. And there's no one to love you when you trap yourself inside. Oh, Black Desert Online. Yeah.
a strange breeze. I had traveled to a world made of blocks, totally unbeknownst to me. When you play Minecraft, Minecraft, Minecraft. Oh. There were animals all across the land, villagers working hard hand in hand. There were roses, mountains, and a big blue sea, even trees as far as the eye could see. How'd this happen? Why am I here? What's my purpose in this place? Who's that coming? What am I hearing? As the night approaches, I should go and hide. There's all sorts of creatures run with all my might. When you play Minecraft, Minecraft, Minecraft. Oh. When you play Minecraft, Minecraft,
Okay, Riddle School. I'm trying to think, what other games did I play? Boy. Jelly Battles? Not really.
Endermen and zombies, creepers who go high. Either live or die, it's up for me.
Yeah, sorry, just not a lot of Flash games are coming to mind. The only one that comes to mind strongly is Riddle School. I'd have to look at a list of things. Oh, Blockhead. Yeah, too much Flash. Cool. I didn't play on the GameCube. I played on the
You deserve a car that thrills you. A car that puts goosebumps on your goosebumps. This is the new Nissan.
fascinating to see some of that sibling rivalry between Thor and Loki, some of that unfairness in the gender inequality of Asgard, Loki's cunning, right, versus Thor's brawn, right. Loki, it was just such a fascinating character group relationship and dynamic. Oh shoot, no! I can't play this. No, it's 21 Pilots, so I unfortunately can't play that song. I hate it too. Yeah, so I'll let them keep talking.
100% whole grain fave just got hot. Spicy red chili and zesty lime. A fired up new flavor joins the Sun Chips whole grain fam.
Must there be hell in a healthy breakfast? Goodbye tasteless fiber. Hello heavenly Kashi organic cinnamon biscuits. Cast egg pans aside, with 10 grams of protein. Kashi
Oh no, commercial.
powers you through.
I'm still so sad that the 21 Pilots is copyright strike. That's depressing to think about. What was that song? Oh, Migraine. What's the most gory anime I watched? Goblin Slayer is pretty gory, but
You can't see shiny cars, that's when you need me there. With you I'll always share. Because when the sun shines, we shine together. Told you I'll be here forever. Said I'll always be your friend. Taking off that I'm sticking out till the end. Know that it's raining more than ever. Know that we still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella.
okay, let me get a feel for the music before I put on my song. No, okay, I'm not gonna be able to play my song. I really wanted to play the If We Have Each Other. You know what? I'll play it on my end. There's also City of Dead.
She was 19 with a baby on the way. On the east side of the city, she was working every day, cleaning dishes in the evening. She could barely stay awake. She was clinging to the feeling that her luck was gonna change. And across town, she would take the bus at night to a one-bedroom apartment. And when she'd turn on the light, she would sit down at the table, tell herself that it's alright. She was waiting on the day she hoped a baby would arrive. She'd never be alone, have someone to hold. And when nights were cold, she'd say, the world's not perfect, but it's not that bad. If we got each other and that's all we have, I will be your mother and I'll hold your hand. You should know I'll be there for you. When the world's not perfect, when the world's not kind, if we have each other, then we'll both be fine. I will be your mother and I'll hold your hand. You should know I'll be there for you.
I gotta take a break. I'm getting a little tired from talking, commentating, thinking.
On the west side of the city, next to where they got engaged, they had pictures on the walls of all the memories that they made. And though life is never easy, they were thankful that they stayed with each other. And though sometimes were hard, even when she made him angry, he would never break her heart. No, they didn't have the money to afford a fancy car, but they never had to travel cause they never be apart. Even history. And my folks are getting old, I know they don't have forever, and I'm scared to be alone, so I'm thankful for my sister, even though sometimes we fight. When high school wasn't easy, she's the reason I survived. I know she never leave me, and I hate to see her cry, so I wrote this verse to tell her that I'm always by her side. I wrote this verse to tell her that I'm always by her side. I wrote this verse to tell her that the world's not perfect, but it's not that bad if we got each other, and that's all we have. I will be your brother, and I'll hold your hand. You should know I'll be there for you. When the world's not perfect, when the world's not kind, if we have each other, then we'll both be fine. I will be your brother, and I'll hold your hand. You should know I'll be there for you. You should know I'll be there for you.
There was two quotes come to mind about space that always come to mind. A small fiction once wrote, "Space is the final frontier," and they keep saying that, but they keep finding more. That's one very good space quote. And the other space quote is, "Mankind's future is among the stars." Right? It's from Tomorrow's Not Here, Ming Wei Ling. Yeah, mankind's future is among the stars, and then it referenced Gurren Lagann's all the stars in our sky are enemies. So yeah, that was really cool. And then obviously the famous quote: "Too young to explore the world, too old to too old to explore the world, and too young to explore the stars." Taurus. Anyway, not my conversation to interrupt him. So tired. I don't know. Oh, so many buttons. FNF4 and FNF4 and FNF4 shift and click. Mouse drag click. It's hard to do that with one hand. FNF4. How do you press an FNF4 shift? Middle finger on the F4, thumb on the FN, and the left pinky on the. And I'll end the video there.